OCO. That's a greeting and an expression of gratitude. Jon Douthitt's my name. There's a lot of us up in northeastern Oklahoma, and our name is not unfamiliar up there. I am a candidate for the U.S. Congress District 2. The incumbent is Mark Wayne Mullen. I was very interested in this meeting tonight because as an independent, it's hard to get noticed, let alone invited. I thought about some schemes to get noticed, but most of them might have involved my arrest. I thought that might not be a really good idea. I bring a little different perspective to water policy than most of you here. I grew up in northeastern Oklahoma in Ottawa County. Our little house out on Springtown Road was, as I realized later, about a hard 3-iron from Tar Creek. Has everybody heard of Tar Creek? Has anybody heard of Tar Creek? It's the world's largest Superfund site. It's an ecological, environmental disaster. Scientific management is so important to water management, you have no idea. The mining field was opened early, 1908, 1909, something like that, and finally got closed down about 1960. Everyone knew, the guys in the pool hall knew that you stopped pumping the water, the underground water in those mines, that it would leach out the heavy metals from the shafts and the drifts, and it would cause a disaster. So in about 1976 or 77, I think they stopped pumping. It wasn't long after that before orange water started coming up out of the ground in Ottawa County. We've got a kind of an anti-science bias going for us right now, it seems like, but listen, if we listen to the engineers and the scientists in those days, Tar Creek, it might not be drinkable and swimmable and fishable, but it would be clean and clear and usable. I've done a little reading on water. It's been kind of interesting, some of the minutiae that I've found. California grows almonds, among other things. It takes 1 gallon of water to grow 1 almond. I'm not sure that's a good trade. I like almonds just fine, but a gallon of water for an almond sounds like a pretty dear price to pay. I made some observations here while I was watching. I think we ought to offer a toast with water, of course, for your 21st anniversary. Congratulations, that's a good mark. We're on 52 or 3, I think. My wife is to the point where she'd rather kiss me goodbye than be seen in public. Red cedars pull a lot of water out of the environment, do they not? Some genius needs to figure out what to do about red cedars. I'm also a trained certified mediator. I don't know how much good that will do me, but when I go to Congress, it will help me hold down the congressional food fights, I think, that they have regularly. And when I was, the story about the dog and the taxidermist reminded me of the story of the guy that was a taxidermist and a veterinarian. You got your dog back either way. Probably better remember how to say goodbye in Cherokee. I am a proud member of the revered Cherokee Nation. Both of my grandmothers went to the Cherokee Female Seminary. One of my grandfathers actually graduated from high school, and the other one got through something called the 3rd reader. But there is no substitute in this life for education. It's the only thing that's almost as important as water. Water is life. Water is also a matter of life and death. We cannot do without it. We cannot misuse it. We cannot waste it. We cannot let it be misused am a candidate for the U.S. Congress, and the only promise that I will make is this. The campaign contribution situation in this country is disastrous. 100 people in this country account for more than half of the traceable campaign contributions. About 1,000 people account for about 95% of all the campaign contributions in this country. I hope there's not any billionaires here, but they're stealing our democracy out from under us. My first step as your congressman will be to offer an amendment to the Constitution that says very simply, if you cannot vote in an election, you cannot contribute to a candidate or an issue. You can come and campaign if you want, but you can't bring money or money's worth to an election unless you're an actual voter. No corporations, no unions, no foreign nationals, no whatever. If you can't vote, you can't contribute. You can campaign. The example I use is I live in Rogers County, Oklahoma. I could go to Mays County and campaign for the sheriff if I wanted to. I just couldn't donate any money or buy anything for the sheriff. I think that's fair, and I think it would make us a lot better off than we are right now. I have enjoyed this very much. It's been, I had no idea what to expect. And it's a long way from Claremore, Oklahoma, but it's a pretty drive. Thank you very much.